curious if you have any history on that super steep bolted climb on the left side of the quarry. I've heard it's an alleged 513.
No, I don't know anything about that. So let me pop some of these up. And
yeah, I'm curious more who put that up and what its history is. It doesn't look fun.
Yeah, so here's the bad picture of the left side, as you would say, the main slabs. This is that sort of roof route.
Yeah, so, that's the 11 and 10D, hey?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So here's the...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so where do you normally take those climbers up and when you go? Right?
Number 5, number 4, and what would be 8 on your thing around the corner.
Okay.
There's another line there.
And then
because we're top roping and they're decently long, they're probably 25-meter climbs. There's quite a bit of variance that you can swing from left to right. So we inevitably usually end up climbing 6 as well. 7 was recently bolted. And the overhang thing I was talking about is you essentially go up number 7 halfway, and then you take a hard right up that crack right there. Yeah. Okay. But you're using the rope for what would be number 8. The anchor is way over to the right. So you're kind of climbing under that tree. It's a cool little move. It goes on gear as well. Yeah, it's like a 5'9" heel hook roof move that, yeah, it's pretty fun to take people on.
So if you were sending a climber who was saying, hey, Daniel, where should I go at Knob Hill? Where would you send them? Like a typical climber climbing 5'9", pretty easily, 5'10"?
Yeah, any of the number 3 through 7.
And would you send them up to that backside, the quarry, you said?
Yep. I don't know if you have pictures for that. From the crag that you were just showing pictures of, you can just continue down the trail to the west, kind of cross a washed out creek bed, and you walk up that creek bed all the way to the quarry. So the quarry is at the base of the most prominent gully on the north base of the mountain. So be cautious being there in the springtime for sure. I've seen late season avalanches reach the bottom of the mountain there. So be really cautious. But in the summertime, I've never seen rockfall happen there. And I've taken people climbing and rappelling there for years. So there's a kind of 2 benches. The lower bench, there's 3 climbs, all lead bolted, and they'd all go at low 5th class. I would say it's a really great place to teach somebody how to lead climb because there's 3 right next to each other, super easy. And you can walk up to the anchors to inspect them or coach if you're teaching people or whatever. And then the upper bench, yeah, it's kind of fun, but you are on a ledge, so you have to be cautious if you're taking people. But it's a pretty wide ledge.
Neat. Now, you've also climbed at Gargoyle, is that correct?
Like twice, maybe a while ago.
And you like those climbs? Like, what would you tell people about those climbs? Are they fun? Not fun?
They're all right. Yeah. It's been a long time since I've been there. Probably a mid-5th to 5'9" type terrain. I don't remember them being super hard. The feature that they're at is in this dried up waterbed on Tecumseh Mountain. And that dried up waterbed, just to go for a little scramble almost, is really cool.
Yeah, I think that's one of the underappreciated spots around our area.
Totally.
It's nice, such a nice slot canyon.
Yeah, it's such a cool little canyon. And you can summit Tecumseh going that way as well. So it's kind of cool. But yeah, the climbing here, again, you can just walk right up to the top and drop ropes. So it was pretty good for a top rope venue. One of the issues with Gargoyle is access. On the Alberta side, it's gated. I know the people and they'll let you in, but you need to talk to them because you are crossing private land. And then the BC side, it used to be that you could drive through there, but now it's closed to vehicle traffic. So you're walking in either way, essentially.
So yeah, you definitely recommend everyone walk in from the west side to get there, head up over the hill and then drop down.
Yeah. it's easier to walk from the east side, but you need permission because you go across private property.
Yeah, and the Nature Conservancy now has a big area of land that they bought too.
Mhm.
Okay, good. Any other areas that you think you know of that maybe nobody else does, or that?
Well, there's quite a bit in that was you that wrote the Rock Climber's Guide to Southern Alberta, hey, way back in the day. Yeah, that pretty much encompasses everything except for Emerald Lake. And the stuff on Bluff Mountain and the Gap and such. So Emerald Lake is, well, there's a lot of multi-pitches there that's been bolted, mostly by Morgan. There was that one Newbie Ruby bolted in 2006 by Aaron and Rob. So there's all that development there, but there's actually a crag down below that faces, I believe some of the instructors with faces put it in. All right climbing, you can traverse the ledge and drop a bunch of ropes or wrap in. It's not bolted for lead climbing. I don't know if it will be or not.
Let me just pop up this image, and I think this was from Morgan or Jonathan Blackwell, it's saying. So one of those Facebook images. So where's that spot you're talking about? Off to the right or to the left?
The two short green lines heading up to the ledge with the red line. Yeah, there, right in there.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sort of where that waterfall comes out.
Yeah, just to the right of the waterfall. It's a top rope crag. Like I said, there's no lead bolts. So there's probably 5 or 6 sets of anchors that you can either set up from above or you wrap in on. And some of the climbing is good. It's quite a bit to set up. The cool thing about that destination is you're practically belaying on the old highway, just on pavement there, overlooking Emerald Lake, a 2-minute walk from, not even a 40-second walk from your car. So it's pretty bougie, that's for sure.
And when did the Bible campers start top roping right around that waterfall area?
We've been top roping there since probably the 70s. Yeah, back in the days of hip belays and everything, which is just so sketchy to hear about. But we didn't do much. It was more of a maybe once or twice a year, not even go climb there. So before it was a bolted crag like it now is, we were doing a bit of climbing up there. There's a few trees up there as well you can belay off of. But obviously those days are gone. You're much safer to just use the existing bolts that, like I said, I believe it was some of the instructors at Faces that put them in, but I might be wrong about that. And yeah, a great day for top roping. I wouldn't necessarily suggest it for people that are just getting into climbing, because some of them you have to wrap in and then set up on rappel. Because the anchor's in the middle of the face and you can't lead climb to them. Actually, most of them are like that. So, but it's a great place to take a group. Do be cautious with rockfall. There's a lot of sheep in that area, and you have a bunch of multi-pitches above you. I've enjoyed some of the multi-pitches there, but I don't enjoy what's below me when I'm climbing, because it's a common place for people to walk their dog or just kind of walk the old highway. Yeah.
Appreciate so much the time that you took for us to get together and hearing your stories. It's great to connect, and I wish we were out climbing together, but
yeah, we'll have to make that happen. Meet in person sometime, go for a run somewhere.